Priya woke up early in the morning and decided to go for a refreshing stroll in the park. The cool breeze brushed against her face as she jogged along the winding paths, surrounded by the chirping of birds and the rustling of leaves. The morning sun gradually rose, casting a golden glow over the city skyline. After a few hours of jogging, Priya felt exhausted but accomplished. She made her way back home, carefully crossing the busy roads, dodging the honking cars and hurried pedestrians. Upon reaching home, Priya washed her face, letting the cool water soothe her tired skin. She changed into fresh clothes and rested for a while, feeling the weight of the day settle in her muscles. As night fell, she cooked herself a simple yet delicious dinner, savoring every bite. Soon after, she slipped into her bed, letting the soft pillows embrace her as she drifted off into a deep slumber. In her dream, Priya found herself standing in front of a magnificent dragon castle. A large, majestic dragon with shimmering emerald scales sat at the entrance, waiting for her. The creature's golden eyes gleamed warmly, as if it recognized her. The dragon led her inside, where a grand feast was laid out in an enormous hall filled with other dragons. They welcomed her as their honored guest, and she enjoyed a feast unlike any other: roasted meats, magical fruits that sparkled, and golden goblets filled with sweet nectar. After dinner, the dragon guided Priya to a secret garden hidden behind the castle. The garden was breathtaking, with flowers that glowed under the moonlight and vines that seemed to hum with life. Beyond the garden, she discovered a mysterious cave filled with flickering flames, illuminating strange symbols on the walls. She stepped inside, feeling an inexplicable pull toward the glowing embers. Just as she was about to uncover the secret of the fire cave, a loud sound startled her alarm clock. Priya woke up, her heart racing, realizing that it was all a dream. But was it? As she looked down, she found a small, glowing flower resting on her bedside table. Priya stared at the glowing flower in disbelief. She reached out to touch its delicate petals, which pulsed with a soft, warm light. It felt real, too real for a mere dream. As she held it in her hands, a sudden gust of wind blew through her window, even though it was shut. The room filled with the faint scent of burning embers and wildflowers. Before she could react, the flower released a bright flash of light, and in the blink of an eye, Priya was no longer in her bedroom. She found herself standing once again in the secret garden from her dream. But this time, it was different. The flowers had lost their glow, and the air was thick with a strange tension. The castle loomed in the distance, its towers shrouded in mist. Priya turned around and gasped. Behind her stood the emerald dragon, but now its golden eyes were filled with urgency. "You were never supposed to leave," the dragon rumbled. "You took something from our world, and now the balance is broken." Priya's heart pounded as she realized that the glowing flower had somehow transported her back into this strange, magical realm. Before she could ask what was happening, the ground beneath them began to shake. The fire cave in the distance roared to life, spewing flames into the sky. From within the cave, a shadowy figure emerged, another dragon, but this one was different. Its scales were as black as the night, its wings tattered, and its eyes glowed with a deep, menacing red. "You brought her back," the dark dragon sneered, its voice like a whispering storm. "Good. Now the prophecy can finally be fulfilled." Priya felt a chill crawl up her spine. What prophecy? What had she unknowingly become a part of? The emerald dragon stepped in front of Priya protectively. "You must make a choice," it said. "Return the flower and wake up in your world, forgetting all of this, or stay and face your destiny." Priya looked down at the flower in her hands. It had started to dim, its light fading. If she let it go, she would never remember this place, the dragons, or the adventure that awaited her. But if she stayed, she had no idea what dangers lay ahead. The dark dragon's eyes locked onto hers, a sinister smile forming. "Choose wisely, girl," it hissed. Priya took a deep breath, her heart pounding. She had to decide before it was too late.